Muslims, the Quran says you can strike your wife.
But those wives from whom you fear arrogance, first advise them, then if they persist, forsake them in bed, and finally strike them.
Did you understand exactly what it's meaning here?
Yes, I do understand. It's pretty self-explanatory here.
Yeah, so it's easy. As Muslims, we don't interpret the Quran the way we want to. We interpret it the way the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, interpreted it. And he explained that when you quote unquote strike your wife, it's done in a way that doesn't cause injury nor leaves a mark. So for example, if my wife was to be disobedient to me or hypothetically come to my rescue in a fight, I would not be allowed to cause her injury, leave a mark, or cut her hand off.
Any striking against a woman is evil. Violence against women is always wrong.
You shall cut her hand. Show her no pity.
I would say the Bible gives better instructions than what it says here.
Muslims, the Quran says you
Okay, yeah, towards the end there, it is actually the Bible verses, right? This one. Wait. Where is this? Yeah. So if two men, this is from Deuteronomy 25, 11, 12. If two men are fighting and the wife of one of them comes to the rescue her husband from his assailant, and she reach out and seize him by his private parts, you shall cut off her hand, show her no pity. Right, so that's the punishment, you would say, for the wife getting into the fight, I guess. I'm not sure if this is something that people actually normally do, or the Bible have the Bible author or the Bible writer have a thing for private parts, because certain verses in the Bible specify those things, which, yeah, anyway. So what should I react for this one? Because the Christian come across as someone who seem to claim that the Bible do not have anything like this. But the video shows that not only he maybe misunderstand, or I'm not sure if he misrepresent what is meant by that command from the Quran. He also claimed that the Bible, how the Bible instructs to deal with a wife that misbehave is not as terrible as what the Quran says, right? So now, to put in perspective, I think I'm interested to hear from the Christian. How do you see this verse? Yeah, how do you see this verse? Is it something that, now some Christian, they say that some of the ruling or laws are no longer applicable, but that still do not take away from the problem, because once it was a command from God, right? Even though maybe the command stopped and now the command is no longer valid, for example, right? But that have to mean that you still believe that once upon a time God actually made that command. And so you have to actually answer how that is okay, right? Anyway, so the thing is, if you go to verse, okay, let's go to this verse, right? When you deal with this, right, let me take a look. Surah 4:34. So this is just an additional to see the context of what is the issue with the woman to begin with. 4:34, right? الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض وبما أنفقوا من أموالهم فالصالحات قانتات حافظات للغيب بما حفظ الله واللاتي تخافون نشوزهن فعظوهن واهجروهن في المضاجع واضربوهن. Okay, so wadribuhun is the one that you say strike. فَإِنْ أَطَعْنَاكُمْ فَلَا تَبْغُوا عَلَيْهِنَّ سَبِيلًا إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلِيًّا كَبِيرًا. So وَاللَّاتِي تَخَافُونَ نُشُوزَهُنَّ. So it is the issue of nushuz, right? So even then, you can see here, right? First advise them, right? Nushuzahun, because nushuz is already a big crime in marriage. You can see, right? Fa'izuhun. Okay, so that's number one. So here it's translated as advise them. And then wahjuruhun. So then you forsake them in bed. So meaning that you do not sleep with them. Fi madaji wadribuhun. So it already shows that it's not straight away you punish severely, right? Even though wadribuhun in terms of the explanation and how it is interpreted and understood is not to cause harm. But even then, before that, there's two steps first, right? So you advise, and then you have that I'm not sure whether you call it lack of intimacy kind of dealing, and then that's the third one. While I'm not sure whether something like this, because it is straight away, right? So I'm not sure what is the context here. So feel free to comment for the Christian what is actually the context here, how to understand, and whether you actually see it as less or more severe in the sense of punishment. Anyway, so with that, thank you for watching. See you next time.